From the 16-year-old kid I met to the
Yeah.
35-year-old man here, like just being able
34.
to 34. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, come on, relax, bro. Come on, man. I you call me
So,
35.
I like
you
round
36,
figures.
right?
Yeah, I'll be 37. By the time this airs, I'll
Oh
already be
my
37.
God, Unc! I'm gonna start calling you Unc, bro.
I'm Unc. I got 2 kids.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are. Yes, you are.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of The Check-In. I am your host, NeAndre Broussard, founder and CEO of Black Menswear. And we are here today because for the check-in, the reason behind the check-in, just want to remind everybody because ain't nobody going to check in on us but us.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to go ahead and do it. And we are here for another episode of Check-In with my guy, Mark Hood.
Yes, sir.
Man, director, actor, vocalist, performer, entertainer. That should be a good word to encompass who you are.
Yeah.
But Mark Hood, man, welcome to the check-in again, because it's been years. We did a interview
one during
years
COVID.
ago. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. And now to see you where you are now, man, I'm grateful, and I'm excited to share your story today. Because like you said, I have known you since you were 15, 16 years old,
Yeah.
and now you're a grown man,
Yeah.
and you're doing great things. But Mark, I start off the episode the same way with everybody. What is one quote that you saw sometime in the past that really stuck with you, that really resonated, like, oh man, that was a good statement?
At my 8th grade graduation, I think this might be the most impactful statement that I've ever received. The graduation speaker said, "If the dream is big enough, the facts don't count." And that has really become my mantra because I am living proof of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my dream has been big, and that's all that mattered. The facts, they've never mattered. Like, what people say or what the industry looks like or how many shows are shooting or where the opportunities are, that's never mattered. Just if the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. So I literally pretty much live by that.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Well, shoot, I'm gonna stay there for a second, right? The dream. You live in a dream right now.
Yeah.
You know, when like I said, when I first met you, man, you there was something about you. One, because you had a presence about yourself. Young man, young dude. We met at AIM conference.
Koji, yes, sir.
Shout out Koji.
Because you had a haircut, and you know, like at the conferences, after so many days, you need a haircut. And I'll never forget stopping you and being like, "Hey, yo, who cut your hair?" You was like, "I cut my hair."
I did it, yeah.
I was like, "Hey, you got your clippers?" You was like, "Come by the hotel room."
First day we met, I cut your hair.
You cut my hair, man. That's how it all began. And in your hotel room, you was out there like with your uncle or something.
Yep. Facts, man. Tampa, Florida.
Tampa.
It was Tampa, Florida.
Yes, sir. 2006 or 7, maybe.
Yeah, about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. But now we here.
The ancient of days.
You have done amazing things, man. Again, I've watched the journey. Because even then, you told me at that time, you said, "Oh, I'm gonna be entertainer.
Yeah.
I sing, I do it all."
Yeah.
At that time, you just had this vocals. I was like, "You don't sing," and then you sang. I was like, "Oh, shit. Oh, that nigga sang for real." Oh yeah, he sang. But now, like, as your career has progressed, like, what keeps you going now versus 20 years ago when I first met you?
Yeah, really the dream keeps me going. Like, I'm really fueled by my own passion because this is all I've ever seen or known or done.
Yeah.
Like, so even like being a kid, like I was 6 years old saying, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be on TV. I remember being 15 years old saying, I'm going to move to LA and I'm going to be on TV. You know, I remember even being 21, just like this has been the only dream that I've ever had. So when God gives you something like that, you just relentlessly pursue it, even though it's hard. So like, it's for sure gotten hard. And it was hard 3 months ago, you know, but I really am fueled by my own passion. And I'm grateful for that because sometimes a lot of people need external things to be fueled by. And I really am fueled by my own passion. Like, nothing anybody else says or does at the end of the day really matters to me. It's like, no, God gave me this gift. God gave me this dream.
For sure.
And I really won't stop until I have seen what the Lord has for me.
For sure. And I remember a few years ago, you did an interview and you said you can't really take things day by day. You got to take it moment
to
by
moment. Yes, sir.
And you're in a moment.
In a moment. And I've learned even since then, bro, to cherish these moments. Right now, you know, we're promoting season 2 of Churchy, and it is a just gigantic moment.
Yeah.
Like, this moment is crazy. And I'm like, bro, you have to see the feather falling out of the sky, meaning be that still.
Yeah.
Like if we're sitting right here and a feather falls, if you're not paying attention, you can miss it. Like if we're just talking and you miss it, I will not miss the feather falling from the sky right now because this is a great moment. And not that I prepare for moments that will not be so great, but I'm aware that they come.
Yeah.
So I'd be a fool to just be like, no, it's kind of all sunshine and rainbows, and it's going to be all like this. No, it's not.
Right.
So while there is a wave, I'm not just riding the wave. I'm smiling and enjoying the wave. Cowabunga, we riding. Like, that's where I'm at with it.
Man, when you think about that, right, how long ago did you move to L.A.? Now it's been what?
Almost about 9 years.
9 years now.
Yes.
9 years now.
Yep.
Man. I remember when you were like, Dre, I'm moving to LA.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But I can see that, right? What you've in that 9 year period, I'm sure you've seen people move to LA and leave.
Yeah.
Or get to LA and get stuck.
Yeah.
How have you been able to navigate 9 years in LA through varying skills, through varying not just acting, but also singing, also in the writing space?
I think that LA, I always tell people, to me, LA is the land of opportunity. That's why I always want to live here. The proximity and access that you have here. I'm not saying that LA is the end all be all, and you don't have to be in LA to, air quotes, make it.
Yeah.
But just the proximity and access that you get out here is next level. Also, the people that you're around, you're in the land of dreamers. So it's like many people left their hometowns like I did, all with a big dream. So we out here dreaming. It feels special to be in a coffee shop where you see somebody, taking an Asian meeting over there, and you see somebody over there, writing on their script, and somebody over there is just living their regular life, but it's just so much dreaming. And because I'm a dreamer, Joseph was a dreamer, Mark J.P. was a dreamer.
Yeah.
Like, I love being around that. So for me, also finding community. I found some really cool people here, but moreover, all of my best friends from home, they moved here too. So, I hear people say a lot, oh, I can't do LA, it's folk, it's fake, it's phony, I'd be sorry that they had that experience, because that's not the experience that I experienced out here. And I understand my my situation, that my friends all moved here as well, and they all do the same thing. So, you learn hustle here. Yeah. I really feel like I also I really learned God for myself here.
Come on.
When I moved to LA, it was the first time I ever moved away from home. I was 25 years old, and I come from an amazing family, so I've always been taken care of and well prayed for and all that. So this is my first time on my own. Yeah. And about a year in, I'm like, oh man, like, this is hard. Yeah. And I couldn't call home to get, I couldn't, it was nothing I could do but call on Jesus. And that sounds so deep. And so, like, I had to call on Jesus. On point, though. Yeah. But it's real. Yeah. Like, I learned God for myself. I've seen him come through for me out here when I just didn't know how, like, the next rent was going to come, because this is all I've ever done. I've never had a job. So, I love LA. I really do. I'm so grateful for the people who were born here, that they open up their city to us transplants. Right. Transplants be giving LA a bad name. I know transplants come talking all this smack about LA. LA natives, I love you.
You appreciate it.
Thank you for opening your city.
For sure. Well, no, like this season we're talking about the layers, right? We're peeling back the layers of the black man. You got your top layer, which is like your appearance, how you walk into a room. Yeah. You got your second layer, which is like your mental space. Your inner layer is your mental space. You got the third layer, which then comes down to like your business foundation, and then you got your fourth layer, which is your core, which is your relationships, your friendships, your community. And I love how you hit on the community that you've built here that are, one, your long-term community that has come here, but then also the new community that you now have. We were talking off screen, and we were talking about a guy that you work with that you're like, man, that guy is an amazing guy that you are now a part of his community. Yeah. What's it like working with people like Kev, not Kev specifically, but like a Kev, who you can see like there are really true people here that you want to be a part of community with, and then how do, like, maybe somebody that's just moving here, how do they find their communities? Yeah,
I think number one, Kev on stage is a special individual, and to be a part of his community. Number one, he opened his community up for myself. And even my entire cast this season, the 5 of us, Quinn Walters, Jasmine Love, Tahir Moore, me, and Kev, we really are like friends. Like we love each other, and we found great community with each other. And I think when you are surrounded by like-minded individuals, it really, and that's cliche. Everybody says surround yourself by like-minded individuals. But what I've learned is that a lot of people, respectfully, are just not like-minded. We could get along. We could go out, you know, hang out and do fun stuff together. But when it comes to like actually like foundational core values, everybody's not like-minded. So I think that's important. And I think you only find that by being your truest self. Everybody who I'm close to, I can be my truest self with. I can just be me, Mark, who loves theater, who loves the Lord, who loves his family, you know, who loves church, who loves acting. Like, well, I don't really necessarily love church, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
love the Lord.
I love the Lord. So, you know, I feel like becoming my most authentic self helped me find the family and the friends that I needed. And the people that I gravitate to, it's always people who just like free in themselves. And sometimes people will be like, oh, you like such and such and such. I'll be like, yeah, they just so cool. They just so free. Like, they just do their own thing. Don't harm nobody. Don't be doing nothing. You know, we grown now. We're both in our 30s. And I think we look for a different thing in friendships.
Correct.
And the beautiful thing is you can find things naturally. I'm not looking for any friends right now. I'm open and I'm welcoming to whatever, you know, comes. But like seeking out, I'm not seeking anything. So that's how I know every relationship that I get at this point just is God ordained.
Yeah, for sure, man. And then speaking of God ordained, man, and relationships, like you've been a part of some pretty dope gospel projects. From, you know, Kirk to, I don't know if I can say Sunday service.
Oh my!
But just being able to be in some of those spaces, man, and like having the ability to be in that lane still. You've been around the world with Kirk Franklin, bro. Like literally.
So I'm gonna even be I'm gonna give you exclusive.
Come on now.
Because I never ever talk about my relationship with Kirk Franklin and me singing with him. It's like no trace of it on my page. There's no, because when I first got to LA, number one, I've always been an actor. I learned that first impressions are lasting impressions, and sometimes the way people meet you is the way they forever see you. So I found that when I was, you know, supporting singing with Kirk Franklin, who's my brother, you know, I started singing with him in like 2015 or 16, so a long time ago. I found that people would see me with him, which that was my side hustle because I was acting and I was just like, oh, great. Most actors they get a job bartending or doing this or doing that. I had the great pleasure of touring the world as my side hustle when I wasn't acting. But I found that people would like place me in a box and be like, oh, I'll never forget, it hurt my feelings a little bit. Not too long ago, I saw a comment on a post and somebody was like, who is this guy? They were talking about me. And somebody commented and was like, oh, that's Kirk Franklin's background singer, and he also acts. And I was like, and he also acts. Man. I was like, I have a whole TV show. I have movies, another movie coming out. Like, I've been doing this a long time. And what? Like, oh, that's Kirk Franklin's background singer. And mind you, I can wear it with honor because, like I said, Kirk, that's my boy. I love him. He has taken care of us for a long time, but that's why I never really talked about it. But I was talking to my brother Trent Shelby recently, and he was like, whether you want to talk about it or not, it's a part of your journey. Like, and your journey is your journey. So, and that's not going to stop anything from happening. But I do think I had to learn how to control my own narrative. And so that's why I didn't, that's why I don't talk about it much. But the real of the real is actors are hustling. You know, you see, unless you're Sterling K. Brown or Michael B. Jordan, they're not throwing scripts at us, you know, so it's like we auditioning, we hustling, and you go from job to job. So I'm just so grateful that my other job when I'm not acting, which is my main job, I get to tour the world, you know, and I've spent time everywhere with Frank Dog, so
And it's funny you say that because I remember when we were talking when you were on The Voice.
Oh, man. 10 years ago, bro.
Come on.
10 years ago.
And we were talking, and you were like, Dre, man, what I'm really trying to do is break out of this. They keep calling me a gospel singer.
Yeah.
I'm a singer that can sing gospel.
Yeah.
I love the Lord, but from that perspective, like, they try to put you in boxes
Yeah.
based off of that. I think that's kind of like the same thing.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
People see me with Kirk, and I get it. People make a good living being, session vocalist, background singer. But for me, I didn't move to LA to do that.
Yeah.
So, but it's a part of my story on getting to LA, because if we
sure.
keep it a buck,
Sure.
before I moved to LA, I was singing with Kirk, and that kept me afloat, like in times where I wasn't doing nothing. So it's a part of my story, and this is the first time I'm ever like publicly not, I don't want to say publicly admitting it, but like publicly saying like, yeah, it was me. Like there was a TikTok at one point, like who that in the back, and I never wanted to. I was never gonna say it was me, or people were saying, because people who knew me, they were saying it was me, but I'm like, I was hiding, because I'm like, no, man, it was me.
When who was it? When y'all were on the plane with
yes,
with
him.
With him,
yes,
and I was like, "Oh, that's Mark, right? Literally,
right."
That's Mark,
and
right
the
there.
crazy thing about it is, I didn't even choose that seat. I was in the back of the plane because I've always hid. I've never posted anything about working with him either, because I've always hid. It was just a beautiful means to an end. I'm a hustler.
Yeah,
so if I know how to sing, why would I go and try to work a job doing something else when I'm not acting? I'm like, nigga, use this.
Yeah.
But so I was doing it, was hiding. I was on the last row of that plane, bro. The producers came back there and got me and two other guys. I was like, no, y'all gonna come and sit up here. We didn't even know why they moved us up there. Yeah. Then I was looking in front of me. I was like, who gonna sit right there? And then next thing you know, James Corden and him, they came and sat right there. But that's what happens when you hide. Every time you hide, God still puts you out there. I'm telling you, I was hiding.
Yeah.
Every gig, I'm telling you, especially with him,
Yeah.
I was hiding. I was like, but I say it, that man paid us so good.
Yeah.
So it afforded me to still live in LA,
Yeah.
still audition, still act, still chase my real goal, and not have to go punch a clock. Was flying private all around the world.
Yeah.
And auditioning in the meantime.
Yeah.
2019, I was on The Resident, which was with the late Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah.
I played his biological brother. Right before that, I was on that airplane doing that. Like, it was a crazy year. And then we toured with Kirk that year. Like, it was a crazy year.
Yeah.
Hiding, bro.
Hiding.
Yeah.
Hiding. But then, when God got a plan for you,
Yeah.
ain't nothing you can do about it.
Literally.
Yeah.
When it's ordained by God. And
Yeah.
I've really accepted that at this point in my life. I always knew, but I never was verbal about it. People who've known me, I had kindergarten friends come to we had a preview of Churchy in Chicago, and my day ones from kindergarten, Jay, Tia, Latia, they were, Tatiana, they were there. And all they can say is, duh, like we always knew. And the truth is, bro, I've always known. This has been it. I ain't never seen nothing else for myself. What even the times where the industry has gotten so hard, and I was like, I gotta figure something else out, blah, 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 blah. Every time I get there, I say, and do what? And I spend time asking myself, like, well, what else could you do? Like, and I can't do nothing else.
Yeah.
I know how to act, I know how to sing, and I know how to count money. Those are the three things I know how to do. I wouldn't be good at any other job.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Man. Well, I look at that too. You perfect for Churchy.
Man.
Right?
This lived experience, bro.
Yeah, right.
Rodney,
Right.
I auditioned 4 times for that. The minute Kev sent me the script to Churchy, I called my best friend Brian. I was like, nigga, I think I just got the role of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, I have never read a role that has felt so lived. And I was like, I told this to Kev. I said, respectfully, you probably auditioned a lot of other guys to play Rodney, but nobody else was meant to play Rodney other than me. Like, it was really just meant for me. And I have a hard time saying that kind of stuff sometimes, because I feel like it comes across like arrogant.
Yeah.
And I'm not being.
Yeah.
But like, when you just know certain things, like that orange suit is for you, not for me. I couldn't do that.
You could.
No. That orange suit is for you. Rodney was for me.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
This empire that you're building, bro, this is for you. I remember you worked a regular job, bro. I remember, not regular job. It was always a fancy job. Let's be clear. You was never just like, serving at Chili's. Respect to serving at Chili's.
I appreciate you.
And I remember you told me, you was like, all right, I'm finna quit. Like, I'm finna Black Menswear full time. Yeah. And now look.
Now we here in LA.
Steps ordered, bro.
Yeah.
Ordered.
For sure. Man, I think it also comes back to relationships. When you just think about the impact that you have on other people, and when you do good for other people do good for you, and then the progress of that and the compound of that. Just even in this moment, right? Like our EP on this season. It's funny, like when I first reached out and speaking with Karis about, man, doing this. Karis don't do podcasts. Yeah. Not he don't do regular people podcasts.
Yeah, no, he's big
he
time.
Do networks.
Okay, TBS. So, they be on Good Morning America. Okay. Okay.
They do those kind of things.
Yeah.
But the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the relationship, like, Dre, what's up? What we gonna do? Let's do something great. And I see that same thing, like the energy that you have in really establishing quality relationships, because you never know. I'm learning that relationships, especially in the city, are extremely important.
Yep.
But faith, man, you talked about it too. Faith is extremely important, right? Having that foundation. What would you say to the foundation that was built in Chicago, at the crib, in the Go, all the different ways that y'all say that city? How has that catapulted you to where you are today, where you can stand firm in who you are as a man, and not get blown by the wayside out here? Because it's a tough city.
Chicago is a tough city. Yeah. So if you can figure it out in Chicago, if you can grind, if you could bust your ass in Chicago, I feel like you can do it anywhere. Similar to like New York. People say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Yeah. That's how I feel about Chicago. And so, having a strong family and friend base in Chicago and a strong spiritual base, just running around the scene in my daddy church, singing around churches, gospel, then singing in the clubs at night, like doing whatever I could. I was working in theater. I did community theater. I did professional theater all over the city of Chicago. So I've touched every piece of Chicago that I could. As an actor. Chicago PD was on it. Chicago Fire was on it. All your big theater companies, I've worked there. All the churches, I sang at them. The clubs, I sang at them. I did everything I could do in that city. And when it was time for me to move to LA, I literally said, like, you've done everything you could do here. Yeah. Now, naturally, there's always some more you could do, but like on a base level, I was like, I think you've done everything you could do here. Yeah. I had just got off The Voice. I had just made the most money that I had ever made. Because we was getting paid, like we would get those SAG checks per episode. And because I was living at home, I was saving them. I didn't have no rent. I didn't have no overhead. I was just saving them. So The Voice was over, and I had like an extra $20,000. And then I was getting booked after The Voice. I was getting booked really good. Yeah. So Randy Bonds was booking me on places at the times, and I was getting like $5,000 and $5,000. So I was like, all right, when you get 30, you going to LA. And truly, from that Chicago foundation, got me to The Voice, which then got me to LA. So I'm grateful for that city, man. I think Chicago is the greatest American city. Kev on stage also thinks that Chicago is the greatest American city. It really is. And you can absolutely find the best food in Chicago. Respect the Dallas.
Right, hold on now.
I think you're like respect the Dallas.
I think you're going a little too far here.
I'm not. If you look it up, talk to people. They're going to tell you. Chicago, if it's not their number one, it's in their top 3. They might gonna get good barbecue from Dallas, but that's it, brother.
Don't do me like that.
No, I'm just saying. Nobody's going. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Love and respect the Dallas. I love Dallas.
I think we might be closing this episode here. So you get to LA, man, and I know you get into your fitness bag, because one thing about LA is a city where you not only got to be able to do the part, you got to look the part at times.
Yes, sir.
Just being honest.
Facts.
And we were talking about you. I said, your shoulders got a little bigger, your arms got a little bit bigger. Yeah. You started having a chest and stuff. But, do you still get out and hike? Is that?
Oh man, hiking is paramount for me. I really got serious with fitness. Literally, because of what you said, it was you can't beat them, join them. I didn't understand hiking. I didn't really understand fitness in like that. But I was like, okay, you have to be competitive, Mark. You just have to be. And then the pandemic happened. When the pandemic happened and we was in the house and I was in the house alone, I lived by myself. It's just me and my thoughts. I needed something else. And I hate that the pandemic, that people had to die because it was a horrible thing, but the pandemic really was a good thing for me overall. You know, again, I hate that people died and that it was a really terrible disaster. But the pandemic changed my life. It changed me mentally. I really learned how to handle some of my own inner thoughts on my own and really face them head on and talk it out. And I got serious about my fitness. I got this coach, and even my boys, we all went to this coach. All the gyms were closed down, but this one gym, they stayed open. They just put black over the windows. So I'm not going to say who they was. I ain't going to put them out there. But they was training, and he changed the way I saw fitness, food, and everything. Now I'll go even further. He messed me up a bit because a lot of times black men in fitness don't talk about like eating disorder or bad relationships with food. And when I started working out with this coach, I really developed eating disorder and bad relationship with food because, you know, unintentionally, not coming down on him, but he made us feel like if we ate more than a certain amount, we was fat. And so I'm like, no, I can't eat more than this. And I might have even lost some friendships because for like a year, I was not going anywhere. I couldn't go eat. I couldn't go do anything because I used to feel like if I looked at or saw the food, I was going to get fat. And that's so crazy because black men don't talk about that. But it's real, especially in the fitness community. Eating disorder. And my best friend Tosin used to say, brother, you are broke and we have got to fix you. And I'd be so proud because I'm fixed now. I don't have that issue no more. But I know that went on a way tangent. That went a little deeper.
Eat what you want, but you still got the fitness aspect of things, and you still make sure.
I'm going to the gym. And now I understand food better. So now I know how to manipulate my body. Right now I'm not training for anything, so I don't really need to be that lean. But if a role comes and I need to be lean, I know how to do it. Manipulate it in 4 weeks, get to where I need to get to. Like, you know, it is what it is. I've accepted that my body is a part of the canvas that is the art.
So, for sure.
I know how to manipulate it at this point.
For sure.
Without food eating disorders.
Without disorders. For you, I know we in the middle of season 2 with Churchy. What else you got going on?
Man, so it's a heavy promo run for that right now. And really grateful for it. People are really loving the season. I'm really loving it. It's exponentially better than season 1. Kev, we guerrilla style this season 1. You know, he paid for it season 1 out of his own pocket. And so we got a real budget this season. We got a real go. And so just hustling with that. I got a new movie coming out later this year. The press release hasn't dropped yet, so I can't quite say what it is, but it comes out in November. And it actually is not far from the lane. It's not far from Churchy. Like it's set in a church as well. So it's on a network that I've been on before. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you can figure this out. You know, it's really excited about that movie because it's my first romantic lead. And I didn't want to take the movie, honestly, bro, because it was pseudo dealing with the church. And I was like, all right, I already got Churchy. I'm a PK. I don't need to do nothing else that even seems like it's faith-based, because what happens is, I understand, people start pigeonholing you. They start saying, oh, the faith-based guy or the guy who does the church stuff. No, I'm a nigga who acts. Like, so I did not want to take this movie. And one of the execs called me and was like, no, you're not passing because you don't have a romantic lead under your belt yet. And this is the perfect one for you. And I'm so glad I did the movie, bro. It's amazing. I have an amazing co-star. I wish I could talk about it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you about it once we get off the camera. Yeah, it's a beautiful love story.
Well, I love it. I love it. Now, to that, right? So you've talked about in the past, like, you don't look at success as like a award collection. You look at success as like progress, new opportunities. Again, I come back to this foundational piece of who you are. Like, how have you been able to look through the BS and really understand what success means to you and measuring your own success?
Man, I really have conversations with myself and God, and I really talk it out, and I really be like, okay, Mark, look at the sum of your life, bro. Like let's lay this out like you're an attorney. Like, lay out the facts of your life. Lay out the facts of what God has done for you. Now, if you can't look at this case that you just built and see that success is here, it's nigh, which means it's coming even more, and that it's inevitable, then you don't have eyes. So sometimes I encourage people all the time, lay your life out like you're an attorney prepping a case. Look at the facts of your life. Look at what God has done for you. Look at the mountains that you've had to climb. Look at the valleys that you've had to endure. And if you can't see that and see what God has done and that success is here for you, then you have a bigger problem. Yeah. So in my old age now, in my 30s, that's kind of how I've been looking at it, bro. Yeah. And it's a day-to-day thing. It's a moment-to-moment thing, because I have to protect my peace by minding my own business. And I think that's important for me. I'd be like, the less I know about people's business and people's lives, the better for me to just focus on the case that I've laid out in front of me, to continue to show that God is good and that we're up to something. Yeah. So
I love that, man. I just love that, like, again, from the 16-year-old kid I met to the 35-year-old man here, like, just being able
34, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, come on, relax, bro. Come on, man. I need to call me 35.
I like round
36,
figures.
Right?
I'll be 37. By the time this airs,
oh my God, Unc! I'm gonna start calling you Unc, bro.
I'm Unc. I got 2 kids.
Oh, you are. Yes, you are. Two big kids, not small ones.
Yeah, 10 and 11.
Shout out to Noah and Micah.
Shout out to boys, man. Noah and Micah, y'all hear that? Mr. Mark, as y'all call him.
They make me feel old.
No, man. Well, I just appreciate the journey. I appreciate the passion behind the work that you do, and the excitement around the opportunities that you get given, and just the appreciation for what God has done for you and continually doing for you, that maintains and also gives you that humility that we can have. I mean, everybody's not on TV. Everybody ain't been on TV for a long time. Yeah. And don't have to carry themselves in a way where you're still appreciative. And I know you still appreciative at that next phone call that comes, the next opportunity that comes. Thank you. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, And I just value that. I really do, man. And so I just want to give you, from brother to brother.
I appreciate
I'm
that,
proud
bro.
of you. I'm
Thank
Mark
you, man.
John Paul Hood.
You know it's Justin Paul.
Justin Paul. Dang it.
Everybody says John Paul. He knew that. He know what it is.
I knew it was Justin.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, bro.
Just to have that, man, and for you to be where you are now and continuing to grow and continue to develop, man. I just want to give you those flowers, man. Because it's special to see the grind paying off, and I know you don't do it for recognition, but to get the recognition that you're getting, to be front and center. You know what I mean? I see the press run. Oh, Mark in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Mark in the middle.
To the side, Mark in the middle. They set it up to. No, I need y'all on the left or on the right.
Oh my God,
Mr. Hood, I need you right in the middle. Just those things, man. I'm just extremely proud of you for that. And again, guys, we're here on the check-in as we bring this episode to a close. We're just reminding you guys, y'all tap in and y'all listen to the check-in, because we know ain't nobody gonna check in on us but us. So that's what we're gonna take advantage of the time and the opportunity for us to do that. Now, the same way we finish every episode, I need you to do this for me. There's a camera right over there. Okay. You're gonna look in that camera, you're gonna repeat after me and finish this statement. Okay. Dear Black man.
Dear Black man.
Now, when you finish that statement, it don't have to be super profound, it could be very small, but give a message to the next brother that might be going through something, that might need to hear something from a brother from Chicago. Yes, sir. That's now out here in LA making moves. All right. So, dear Black man, it's on you,
Dear
Mark.
Black man, keep holding on. We're going to be all right. We really are. They envy us. We're going to be all right.
We going to be all right
yes,
here
sir.
in LA. All right, listen. You got to do 3 things for us. We come to the end of the episode. You got to like it. You got to subscribe to the channel. And you got to share it, because we don't want you being stingy with Mark's story, because somebody else could be in the same boat, same situation, and needs to hear from somebody that looks like them. So make sure that you share this with them. And we'll see y'all on the next episode of the Check-In here with Black Menswear. Mark, appreciate you, brother.
Love, bro.